Linear. Aşağı oldu mu?
Demek başladık ya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Demek birinci chapter'da direct and inverse proportions haqida gaplashdik. Y is equal to k times x or y is equal to k over x. Chapter 2'da nima haqida gaplashdik? Expansion and factorization of algebraic expressions. Üçüncü chapter'da nima haqida gaplashdik? Üçüncü chapter manipulation of algebraic expressions and formula, right? And chapter 4, it was about simultaneous linear equations. So our next chapter is linear inequalities. Linear inequalities.
Okay. Instructor Abdulkasim Akhmedov. Thursday of July, 2nd July,
okay.
2020.
So linear inequalities. Demek bu chapter'da to'g'ri chiziqli, ya'ni chiziqli tenglamalarni yechishni o'rganamiz. Oldin tengsizlikdan yechishni o'rganamiz. Tenglama emas. Inequality degan tengsizlik, to'g'rimi? Tenglamalarni yechishni o'rgandik. Buni tengsizlik yechish ham o'xshash narsa. Demakki nechta nimamiz bor ekan? Here we have 3 sub-chapters. 5.1 is about solving linear inequalities. 5.2 problems involving linear inequalities. 5.3 linear inequalities in one variable. Bu oldingi chapter 3 ga 4 ga juda ham o'xshash. Birinchisi demakki oldin nimani o'rgandik? Solving linear equations. Bu yerda solving linear inequalities. Undan keyin nima o'rgandik? Problems involving algebraic equations. But here problems involving linear inequalities. Undan keyin chapter 4 it was about linear equalities, that is simultaneous equations with those equality, but usually we say equations. But here linear inequalities in one variable. Tenglama emas, tengsizlik. O'xshash narsa bu yerda endi ama tengni o'rniga biz teng ishlatdik. Endi bu yerda we are going to use 4 different symbols. Number 1 is greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So we are going to solve problems involving these 4 things, okay? So in this chapter, you will learn simple laws of linear inequalities and simple methods for solving linear inequalities. Keywords, we are going to frequently use these words: linear equations in 2 variables, simultaneous linear equations. No, actually I need to update this. Muhammad, demakki oz ko'rsataman. Birinchi notationdan boshlaylik. Misol uchun oddiy tenglama yechsang, misol uchun 3x equals 6, right? So when you solve this equation, usually we have one solution. Divide by 2. What is the value of this thing? It is equal to 2. Now if I ask similar question to you, how about 3x is greater than 6? I do the same thing, divide both sides by 3, then x is greater than 2. But now, this question, if I ask you, what numbers are greater than you? We have infinitely many numbers, right? How many solutions does it have? It has many solutions. 3 is greater than 2, 5 is greater than 2, 10 is greater than 2. We have infinite solutions. That's why when we solve inequalities, usually we show them in 3 different ways. The first one is this algebraic way. That is the first way. Okay, let me delete this. And the second way, and also we use set form. Soon I will show you set form. How can I show this in set form? That means that the solution is all the numbers greater than 2. That is from 2 to positive infinity. Okay. Number 3 is by illustrating your answer, the solution, on the number line. So we draw a number line, and this is our number line, and find 2. It is not inclusive, so I need to draw a small empty circle, and this is 2. Where are the solutions? Greater than 2. What numbers are greater than 2? There's 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need to draw this thing, and shade the solution region. Okay? So you need to understand these three forms, how to write the solution. So here, if you look at the first one, x is greater than, less than a. That means that what numbers are less than 2? Or a here. So if I mark a on the number line, this is a, all the numbers to the left, right? Those numbers are smaller than a, less than a. So I need to shade this region then here and just shade this. Now that is the solution. And how about if I say x is greater than a? So what numbers are greater than a? All the numbers to the right of a. So here we have a to the right. So these numbers are greater than a. And how about when we say x is less than or equal to? So here we are using less than or equal to. That means that also we need to include this number. So here we usually use this bracket. As you see here we have bracket. All the numbers less than or equal to this number is a solution of this inequality. In set form, that means that from negative infinity till a, inclusive. This is bracket. This parenthesis here, that means that it's not including this number. In similar way, how about if we say x is greater than or equal to a? So that is here a. What numbers are greater than a? All the numbers to the right of this number. So draw this and shade this. Here says inclusive, I need to shade this point. Okay, this one is empty circle. So in set form, here we have from a to positive infinity. And these are how we show the solution of inequalities. Okay, this is one way, that is one way, that one is the second way, and third way. But you have to understand all these ways. Every time you solve the problem, you try to use all these methods, okay, to show your solution. And how about solving the inequality? Solving the inequality is very similar to solving linear equations. Okay, so we can actually add the same number to both sides, subtract the same number, everything is the same. The only difference is when you are multiplying by negative number, you should be careful. Okay, here for example, if x is greater than y, and here z is negative number, if you divide both sides by negative number, dividing by negative number, I need to change the direction of this inequality sign. You see here, because it is greater than, now it becomes less. Just one simple example. For example, -3. Is it greater than negative, not negative 3? It's okay, but let me just use two different numbers from of different signs. Let's say 3 is greater than -5. Is it correct? It is correct, because on the number line, here we have -5 and here we have 3. 3 is to the right of -5, right? So 3 is greater than -5. Now if I multiply both sides by -2, what happens here? -2 times 3. Here we have -5 times -2, right? Multiplying by the same number but negative number. -2 times 3, -6. -5, -2, it is 10. Now, which number is greater, -6 or 10?
10.
So here, I need to put this sign, right? Because -6 is less than 10. And that's why if you divide or multiply by negative number, don't forget to change this inequality sign, okay? That is the only difference. The rest is exactly the same as solving the equation. Okay?
Okay.
You should drink coffee not to feel sleepy.
I'm not sleeping.
Okay. So solve the following inequalities. Let's start with A. Here, let me change my
Color.
pencil color. All right.
Okay. 7 less than 3 plus x.
Yeah, you can just take to this side, right? So x is less than 4. That is the one solution. On the number line, immediately, here we have empty circle, 4. It is less, right? Less means to the left. So that is a solution. How about set form? Write S dot S. That means a solution set. That is from negative infinity to 4 parentheses. Okay, solution. B, how about here? First take 1 to the right hand side. 2x is greater than 6. Divide both sides by positive 2, so I don't have to change the inequality sign. X is greater than 3. That is the answer. Another answer is here, I can just show this on the number line. Here we have 3, and to the right, and this is the solution. In solution set form, solution set from 3, not inclusive, so it is 3 to positive infinity. Okay?
Okay.
That means that if you pick any number from here, it will satisfy this inequality. For example, let's say 4. 2 times 4, 8. Is 8 greater than 6? Yes, that's the solution. That's true. How about, for example, here we have 5. 2 times 5, 10. Is 10 greater than 6? Correct. But if you pick any number from this interval, it will not satisfy this inequality. It will not be a solution. For example, here we have 2. 2 times 2, 4. 4 is not greater than 6. Okay. How about C? 6 minus x is greater than 4. I should take this x to the right hand side first. So we have negative x is greater than 4 minus 6, which is equal to negative 2. Now, how can I eliminate this negative here?
X.
We should multiply both sides by negative 1, right? So I should multiply by negative 1 times negative x. Here we have negative 1 times negative 2. Since I multiply by negative number, we need to change this inequality sign. So here we have less than now. So you should be careful here. Negative 1 times negative x, it is x. Negative 1 times negative 2, it is 2. That is a solution. All the numbers less than 2 will be the solution to this inequality. Or, on the number line, here we have 2, right? To the left. To the left, here we just draw this nicely and shade it. Or set form, solution sets. Here we have positive infinity to 2, not inclusive. Not inclusive means the solution does not include this number.
Okay.
This is just very simple examples. Another example, solve the inequality. Here we have 2x minus 3 is greater than 2 times 1 minus x. Here also we have algebraic expression. First, we have to expand this, take all the unknowns to the left-hand side and constants to the right-hand side, right? So here we have 2x minus 3 is greater than 2 times 1. 2 minus 2x. So if I take this to the left-hand side, what we have here? 2x plus 2x is greater than 2 plus 3. It is 5. Now I should divide both sides by 4. So x is greater than 5 over 4. That is a solution. But in some books, they may ask you, leave your answer, illustrate your answer on the number line. At that time, you should draw a number line, right? Here we have 5 over 4 and all the numbers to the right. So that is a solution. And the third form of the solution is set form. Solution set is from 5 over 4 to positive infinity. That means that if you pick any answer, any number from here and substitute here, this will be greater than this.
Okay. But 4x divided by 4, it's x. And 5 divided by 4, it's 1.25. 1.25 is greater than x, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Why? Bırakırsınız. Mana 2x o'tdi, bu yoqqa 4x bo'ldi, to'g'rimi? 4x bo'lgandan keyin bu yoqqa 5 kichkina bo'ldi 4xdan. Pastga tushgandan keyin 4 ga bo'ldi. 4 ga bo'lgandan keyin bo'ldi. Знак этого не копа. Знак этого не копа.
All right. Next example.
Okay. Sir, can I do this? Okay. The first 3 over 1, 1 over 3, x. Yeah, okay, x. 4x. 4x. Tenha bolsa minus 4x less minus, portanto, minus sir, don't write.
Muhammad, you tell me, I will write here. If you just write and I keep waiting, we may waste our time.
But sir, I want to do it with myself.
No, you will do it at home yourself. Here, we need to have a discussion and solve it together. Okay? I know you can do this, but here, once again, you have to listen carefully and try to understand. And after that, you need to solve the questions yourself at home.
Okay.
So, anyway, we will continue. Just tell me, what should I do here?
The first, you must. Короче, x bana bir tamam, x bana bir tamam toplayıp durup.
Multiply both sides by 12. Right?
Why?
So that we'll convert this fraction into whole number. 12 times 1 over 3. Here we have 4x. 12 over 4, it is 3. 3 times x, 3x minus 3. Now take to the left hand side, 4x minus 3x. It is x is greater than negative 3. That's all. Or set form, that is from negative 3 to positive
infinity.
Now we have also simple question, but here we have equal sign. How you solve it? The only difference is now instead of this parenthesis, we are going to use brackets. So take this negative 2x to the left hand side. Here we have 3x less than or equal to negative 7 to the right hand side. Here we have 12. So x is less than or equal to 12 over 3. That is 4. So on the number line, when you're drawing this, so we need to draw a small circle and you have to shade it. And here we have 4, all the numbers to the left. So these numbers are less than 4. Or solution set form, what is it? From negative infinity to 4. Okay?
Okay.
Another example, here we have 2 over 3, 1 over 2. Okay? When we have fraction, I mean, if the coefficients are fraction, we better change this to whole numbers first. So let's multiply both sides by 6. If you multiply by 6, I put here times 6. Here we have times 6. 6 over 3, it is 2. 2 times 2, it is 4. So here we have 4x minus 2. Greater than or equal to 6 over 2, it is 3. 3x minus 3. Right? 4x minus 8. Greater than 3x minus 9. Right? And take 3x to the left hand side. 4x minus 3x.
X
is greater than minus 9 plus 8. Because here, you should know how to do things step by step. But in the future, for example, if you sit for Cambridge exam or IGCSE or A-level, actually there's a requirement that you need to show all your work. If some step is missing, if the examiners do not see logical transition between steps, they may deduct a lot of points. Tushundingmi? Ya'ni har bitta qadamini to'liq ko'rsatmaydigan bo'lsang, senga to'liq anaqa baho berishmaydi. Va international xalqaro imtihonlarda shunaqa. Shuning uchun har bittasini qadamma-qadam qilishni o'rganish kerak. Tez qilgin, lekin qadamma-qadam. O'shaga o'rganmasang, javobing to'g'ri bo'lsa ham, agar qadamlarni ko'rsatmaydigan bo'lsang, to'liq baho berishmaydi. O'shanga o'rganish kerak, to'liq ko'rsatish uchun. Anyway, 4x minus x, it is x, negative 9 plus 8, negative 1. So on the number line, again, negative 1 is here, shaded circle, negative 1 to the right. Okay, so solution set, here we need to use brackets
minus
because
1.
it is inclusive, negative 1 to positive infinity. Nima desam?
To positive infinity deymi?
Tushunarlimi?
Tushunarli.
Good. O'sha hammasi o'xshash. Testda yechib buni bir kun yechib qo'yishing kerak, M.Aziz. Mana bu chapter, yangi chapter linear inequalities. Senga 5 kun muhlat, 5 kun yechib tugatishing kerak. Hozir yuboraman worksheetini. Bunaqa cho'zib o'tirsang bo'lmaydi. Bor 5 kunmi, 5 kun tugatib tashlash kerak buni. And the problem solving involving linear inequalities. Ya'ni masalalar yechamiz endi. Linear inequality tizimli tenglamalarga aloqali masalalar. In this section, we shall look at how inequalities can be used to solve problems. For example, Andy and Tony usually play tennis on weekends. And bu masalani tushunish uchun tennis haqida ma'lumotim bo'lishi kerak. Anyway, last Saturday, Andy won 3 games than Tony, more than Tony. But together, they played less than 11 games. What are the possible number of games Andy won? Okay, so how many games did Andy win? 2 people, they played tennis, right? This is the first guy, and that is the second guy. They played tennis here, right? Anyway, also they are playing tennis here. Okay, and here we have a ball. Anyway, here we are recording their scores. Here it says that last Saturday, Andy won 3 more games than Tony. So what are the possible number of games Andy won? So this thing, let me denote it with X. So how many games did Andy, and this one is Tony, Andy won? It is X. In the question, it says that he won 3 more games than Tony. Then how many games did Tony win? It is X minus 3. Minus 3, because he won more than Tony. By how much? By 3. But together, they played less than 11 games. That means that it's X plus X minus 3 less than 11. Right? So now the question is, what are the possible number of games Andy won? So we need to find possible values of X. From here to X, take to the right-hand side, it is 14. So X is less than 7. What numbers are less than 7? What numbers?
6.
And also make sure that when we substitute here, this thing should be greater than or equal to 0. Because the number of games cannot be negative number. So here the answer is, this X minimum number is 3, 4, 5, and 6. All 6. The possible values of X is 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
O'qishim.
In 2004, 48,000 students from all races in Singapore received bursary. Received. It's safe merit bursary awards ranging from $150 for a primary people to 400 for pre-university people. These awards were pre-university people. These awards were given to the top 25% of pupils from each school. 8 of Mr. Ong's grandchildren received a Safe Merit Bursary Award in 2004. Find the value of the largest and smallest possible amount could be paid out to Mr. Ong's grandchildren. Вообще tushunmadim.
Endi yana bitta o'qi boshqatdan. Yaxshilab endi.
In 2004, 48,000 students from all races in Singapore received a Safe Merit Bursary Awards ranging from $150 for primary people to $400 for pre-university people. These awards were...
Stop. Now the first time you read, you didn't understand anything. Second time, you should read a bit slowly. Now try to understand. So 2004. Okay, that's not so important for us. 48,000 students from all races in Singapore. Yani Singapur'dagi barcha millatlardan 48 mingtasi received, olibdi. Nima olibdi? A Safe Merit Bursary Award. Yani stipendiya olibdi. Qisqacha qilib aytganda. Yaxshi o'qigan o'quvchilarga davlat stipendiya ajratibdi. Ranging from, yani stipendiyaning miqdori qanaqa ekan? Ranging from 150 for a primary pupil, boshlang'ich maktabda o'qiganlar uchun $150 dan boshlab, universitetdan oldin universitet tayyorgarlik ko'rayotgan bolalar uchun $400 gacha stipendiya ajratibdi. Bu degani nima degani? Minimum $150 agar sen boshlang'ich maktabda o'qiyotgan bo'lsang, agar kollej yoki liseyda o'qib universitetga tayyorgarlik ko'rayotganlar bo'lsang $400 gacha. Haligi 6-chi, 7-chi, 8-chi, 9-sinfda o'qiganlarchi. Ularniki ham bor bu atrofida. $150 dan balki sal ko'proq, $400 dan sal kamroq. Lekin eng minimum qiymati bu $150, eng maksimum qiymati $400. Tushunarlimi? Yaxshi o'qigan bolalarga stipendiya davlat beribdi. Davom etamiz. Ikkinchisini o'qiydi.
These awards were given to the top. These awards were given to the top 25% of pupils from each school.
Okay, stop.
Of Mr.
I'll try to understand. What does it mean? These awards were given to the top 25% of pupils from each school. Har bitta maktabning eng yaxshi o'qigan o'quvchilarining 25%iga, eng tepadagi, eng yaxshi o'qigan 25%iga berilibdi. Tamam. Tushunarli. Davom et bu yerda.
8 of Mr. Ong's grandchildren received the Safe Merit Bursary Award in 2004.
Nima debdi?
8 of Mr. Ong's grandchildren degan maktabmi?
Grandchildren degani nevara degani.
Yo, понятно, lekin Mr. Ong'chi, Mr. Ong'ning nevaralari bo'lib qoldimi?
Mr. Ong'ning 8 ta nevarasi shu stipendiyaga sovrindor bo'libdi.
Safe Merit Bursary Award nima degani?
O'sha stipendiya degani.
Okay. 2004-yilda. Bo'pti. Find the value of the large and
smallest. Mana shu savol javob berishimiz kerak. Nima debdi o'quvchi endi?
Find the value of largest and smallest possible amount could be paid out to Mr. Ong's grandchildren. Mr. Ong'ning nevaralari olishi mumkin bo'lgan stipendiyani eng katta, nimasi bilan eng kichikasini toping debdi.
Juda yaxshi, o'sha savol. Bu yerda ba'zan savollarda ko'pincha qo'shimcha informatsiya beriladi. Har bitta narsani tushunishing shart emas. Muhim joylar nima, shuni bilib olish kerak. Endi masalaga qaytadigan bo'lsak, here we are talking about Mr. On's grandchildren. But do we have any other information about children? Where are they studying?
No.
At primary school or pre-university school or college? We don't know. So that means that find the value of the largest and smallest possible amount that could be paid out to Mr. On's children. So here we have maximum amount and here we have minimum amount. Here, how many students, okay, how many of his grandchildren received this EduSave Merit Bursary Award? That is 8. Now assume that all the students are receiving the maximum amount. That is $400, right? That is $400 maximum. That is $3,200. Now imagine all of our grandchildren are studying at primary school. If they are students or pupils at primary school, then each student should receive $150. So here we have $150, which is equal to $1,200. Now the question, how about if some of his grandchildren are primary school, some of them are in secondary school, some of them are pre-university people. At that time anyway, that amount will be greater than this minimum amount, less than this maximum amount. Okay? So if we just find the value of the largest and smallest possible amount, largest amount that his grandchildren may receive is this much, minimum amount is this much. Demek Mr. Only nevaralari hammasi bo'lib, chunki nechtasi qanaqa maktabda o'qiydi bilmaymiz. Shuning uchun ham eng katta bo'lishi mumkin bo'lgan yoki eng kichkina bo'lishi mumkin qiymatini toping deb buyurdi. Agar faraziya hammasi maksimum stipend oladigan bo'lsa, maksimum $3,200 oladi. Agar hammasi minimum stipendini oladigan bo'lsa, $1,200 oladi. Endi hammasi har xil oladigan bo'lsa, demakki miqdor 150 dan 400 ga o'zgaryapti. Buni atrofida o'zgaradi. 1,200 dan ko'p bo'ladi, 3,200 dan kam bo'ladi. O'shaning uchun bu yerda faqatgina largest and smallest miqdor so'rayapti. Demak, largest possible amount is 3,200, minimum or smallest possible amount is $1,200. Tushunarlimi?
Tushunarli.
O tushunmaganing biroz inglizchadan bo'lishi ham mumkin. Sal o'qib naqsang tushunib olasan.
Eng kattasi. Kumar scored 66 and 20. Scored 66 and 72 marks, respectively for his 2 class tests. What's the lowest mark he must score for the third test if an average score of at least 75 is required to qualify for a bonus prize? Qualify for a bonus prize.
Endi bitta o'qib tushunishga harakat qil. Boshqatda o'qishingni.
Kumar scored 66 and 22 marks respectively for his 2 class tests.
Okay, nimani tushunding bu yerdan?
Bitta bola 60 va 72 ta mark bahomi?
Bitta bola emas, Kumar.
Bitta bola Kumarda. Yaxshi bola lekin. Kumar 66 72 mark baho scored to'pladi bo'ladimi? 66 72 ball to'pladi ikkita testdan.
Demak, Kumar ikkita test kiribdi. Mana bu test 1. Let's say he actually took 2 tests. This is test 1 and test 2. And here we have he's going to take the 3rd test. In test 1, he scored 66 marks. In the 2nd test, he scored 72 tests. In the 3rd test, how much did he get? We don't know. Let's say it is M. Now the question, what is the lowest mark he must score for the 3rd test? That's the question. What is M? That's the question. What is the lowest mark? lowest mark he must score for the third test if an average score of at least 75 is required to qualify for a bonus prize. Demek ki nima deyapti bu yerda? Agarda biroz sovg'a olish uchun bonus prize, qanaqadir sovrin bor ekan. Sovrin olish uchun agarda 3 ta testning o'rtalamasi eng kamida 75 at least 75 bo'ladigan bo'lsa, 3-testdan necha baho olish kerak? Savol shu. Demak ki nima bo'ladi? O'rtalamasi nima bo'ladi? Demak, the average is 66 plus 72 plus n
over
sum of this over 3. Right? So this should be, it says if an average score of at least 75 means that is greater than or equal to 75. Okay, so now we need to solve this inequality for n. 66 plus 72, it is 138. 138 plus n is divided by 3, greater than or equal to 75. Multiply both sides by 3. 138 plus n greater than 3 times 75, 225. Or n is greater than or equal to 225 minus 138, which is equal to how much? 87? 87. 87. It is 210, 225. That's correct. So n is greater than or equal to 87. Dot, dot, dot. So our answer is Kumar. It says that what is the lowest mark he must score? Kumar must score at least 87 to qualify for a bonus prize.
Qualify to'plash kerak bu kodimi?
Qualify sazovor bo'lish uchun degani bu yerda. Ya'ni Kumar bu sovringa sazovor, ya'ni qo'lga kiritish uchun qualify degan qo'lga kiritish, haq etish, qo'lga kiritish. Kumar bu sovrinni qo'lga kiritish uchun 3-testdan kamida 87 ball olish kerak ekan degan.
It's impossible for him.
Huh?
It's impossible for him.
Next question.
Mathematics test consists of 20 multiple choice questions. 3 points are awarded for a correct answer, and 1 point is deducted for a wrong deducted for a wrong answer, while no points are awarded or deducted for an unanswered
question.
A boy attempted a total of 19 questions, and his total score for the test was above 32. Find the minimum number of correct answers he obtained.
Read again now.
Mathematics tests consist of 20 multiple choice questions. Matematik testida 20 ta savol bor ekan. 3 points are awarded for a correct answer. To'g'ri javobga 3 point ekan, and 1 point to deducted for a wrong. Lekin bitta point minus ekan agar xato javob bo'lsa. While no points are awarded or deducted deducted for a
unanswered question.
unanswered question. Keyin agar nima qilmasa, yo javob bermasa, balki point ketmaydi ekanmi?
Agar savolga umuman misol uchun bitta tanlash kerak-ku. 20 ta savol A, B, C, D javob bor, to'g'rimi? O'sha to'g'ri javob tanlash kerak. Agar to'g'ri javob tanlasang 3 baholik, 3 ball ekan. Noto'g'ri javob tanlasang -1 ball ekan, ya'ni 1 ball olib tashlanar ekan. Agar umuman javob bermasang, ball berilmas ekan ham, olinmas ekan ham 0 baho berilar ekan. Endi bu yerda nima deyapti? A boy attempted a total of 19 questions.
Bola 19
Abdulaziz bu yerda savollarning 19 tasiga javob beribdi. And
his total
score for the test was above 32. Okay, demak uni olgan bali bilarkanmiz 32 dan yuqori ekan. Shunday bo'lsa, find the minimum number of correct answers he obtained. Agar shunday bo'lsa, o'quvchi nechta savolga to'g'ri javob bergan? Necha olaysanmi?
Necha ko'raman?
Yechib ko'r, senga 10 minut vaqt. 10 minutdan davom ettiramiz.
Okay.
Hozir 20 ta savol berilibdi.